Every great story starts with a character that comes to life in its pages. A character you'll laugh with, cry with, and shout at when they do something wrong. But how do you pull that off? How can you bring that vision you have in your mind to life in a way that they can tug at a reader's heartstrings? In this blog, we're going to look at the two main characters in the Secrets of the Blood Moon series. We're going to discuss their journeys and their personal development and talk about what it is that makes them special. Did you know that Endon isn't actually the monster people think he is? Everything he does is to keep his throne. The birth of my protagonists. I have gained a lot of experience writing werewolf novels, so when I started this one I wanted my characters to be different. I wanted to create characters that were misunderstood. Characters whose experiences could resonate with the real world. When I started, I had a rough understanding of who I wanted my characters to be, but the deeper aspects of their beings developed over time. I didn't have any real inspiration for my characters beside their looks. I wanted each of them to stand out in their own ways, and for the stark differences between them to be seen in the physical. That's why every part of Endon's persona and look is dark. It's also why everything about Daciana is light. They are meant to embody the balance. The hearts of their personalities. As you might have noticed, their looks are deeply connected with their traits. Endon is strong and fierce, and often tends to live up to his reputation as a ferocious warrior. But deep within he's a very sad man. Like Daciana, he has spent his life searching for love, but his responsibilities kept pulling him away from his pursuit of happiness. It is because of this divide that he is angry and vicious. He feels like the world has stolen something from him, and it's triggering the wolf within him. Daciana is soft and caring. She always puts others above herself and doesn't care about the cost. Deep down she is extremely unhappy. She wishes she could find her mate and be swooped away from the life she was born into. But she also doesn't believe in her wish because she feels that no alpha wasn't a second born. So she put her hopes and dreams aside to make her family and her pack happy. Endon's goal is to remain the alpha of his pack, and he would destroy anyone who got in his way. But he fears being alone. He wants to have the best of both worlds, even though it seems to be impossible. He is motivated by the bond he shares with Daciana. He will do whatever it takes to find her, even if it means he'll lose everything in the process. Daciana's goal is to keep the peace at all cost. He fears loss. She doesn't want anyone she cares about to get hurt or worse. And the prospect is made even worse when she finds Endon. She is motivated by the lives of others. Daciana would die before she puts anyone's life at risk. Now you might wonder what makes them unique, and the answer is simple. It's Endon's dedication to Daciana that makes him stand out. He is willing to give up everything he spent his life fighting for in order to be with her. And it's the moral dilemma Daciana faces that makes her a cut above the rest. She is willing to give up the only thing she has ever wanted so her sister can be happy and their pack can be safe. Their strengths and flaws. Many will start of thinking that Endon's greatest strength is his actual strength. He is known for his power and ruthlessness. But his true strength lies in his heart. And that is also his biggest weakness. Because of his heart he will abandon everything he spent his life fighting for, and in the end it will cause more problems than he is prepared to take on. Daciana's true strength is evident from the beginning. And just like with Endon, it's also her weakness. She will walk away from the person she spent her life searching for in order to keep the peace, and it will end up destroying her. A glimpse into their pasts. Endon is the son of the alpha of the Bloodpaw pack. He is also known as the youngest alpha to ever take the throne. He took over when his father died and has been fighting to keep the throne ever since. His own pack was against his leadership and blamed his age for it. That was why he got his killer reputation. He needed to prove that he was strong enough to rule, and he walked over bodies to do it. Daciana is the second-born daughter of the alpha of the Silver Moon pack. She has always walked in her sister's shadow and had been torn down by her title. She feels like she has no worth because she's the second-born, and it affects every decision she makes. As a pup she learned how to rule a pack because she thought she'd have the chance someday. But as she grew older she realized it wasn't in the cards for her, so she withdrew herself from everything related to pack politics. Why readers will love or hate them. Daciana is universally lovable to a degree and extent. Her big heart makes her a sweetheart, but the dark side, the one that has been dragging her down, becomes very apparent. She struggles to break free from the restrictions she has placed on herself, and because of that readers might have a love/hate relationship with her. Endon will pull on their heartstrings from the beginning, but that will quickly change. Readers will fear him and his actions. His hunt for Daciana will become dangerous, and readers won't know what path he will take. It is because of these characters that we have a series to begin with. It's Daciana's escape, Endon's chase, and their love for one another that will keep the readers engaged and on the edge of their seats. But ultimately, it is their story that will resonate long after the series has come to an end. And it's because of that story that you will end up loving them both. Now what you're in for with this installment, why don't you tell us? What's a trait in a protagonist that always hooks you into a story? Share your thoughts in the comments.